Oh, you must be James, my new engine. It's a pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you too, sir.
Now, I need you to collect some trucks from Knapford Station. Can you do that?
Right away, sir. Do be careful, James. Those troublesome trucks can push you off the rails if you're not careful. I think I can manage, Mr. Blue Engine. The name's Edward.
On, faster, faster, faster.
Stop pushing! Stop pushing! My brakes! Oh, help! James's driver and fireman felt him over to see if he was hurt anywhere. And soon Thomas arrived with the breakdown train.
Don't worry, James. We'll soon have you back on the rails.
James tried hard to move, but he couldn't. So Thomas helped him back to the shed. Sir Topham Hatt was waiting anxiously for the both of them.
Well, Thomas, I've heard all about it and I'm very pleased with you. James shall have some proper brakes and a new coat of paint, and you shall have a branch line all to yourself, Thomas.
Oh, sir, thank you.
Sir Topham Hatt had asked Edward to shunt James to the works to be repaired. Sir Topham Hatt will probably never let me pull trains again. Oh, nonsense, it was only your first day. He understands. Well, one thing's for sure, I don't want to pull any more goods trains anytime soon. At the works, James's major repairs were soon finished. Oh, what color paint would you like? How about red? I'm ready for my coaches. Actually, Sir Topham Hatt wants us to double head this train, so I can teach you. Oh, okay. Do be careful with the coaches, James. Trucks are silly and noisy. They need to be bumped and taught to behave, but coaches get cross if you bump them and will pay you out. Sir Topham Hatt, the station master, and some boys came to admire James's shining rods and red paint. I am a really splendid engine, he thought. Suddenly, James let off steam. Everyone jumped, and a shower of water fell on Sir Topham's nice new top hat. Just then the guard's whistle blew, and James thought they had better go, so they went. Don't push, puffed Edward, but James wanted to run away before Sir Topham Hatt could call him back. He did not even want to stop at the first station, and as a result, they overshot the platform. Lots of people came to look at James, and as no one seemed to know about Sir Topham Hatt's top hat, James felt happier. Presently, they came to the junction where Thomas was waiting with his two coaches, Annie and Clarabelle.
Hello, James. Feeling better? That's right. Well, I have to go now. I don't know what Sir Topham Hatt would do without me to run this branch line.
Leaving the junction, they passed the field where James had had his accident. The fence was mended and the cows were back again. Soon, they began to climb Gordon's Hill. The two engines struggled and pushed and puffed as hard as ever they could, and soon they climbed over the hill and down the other side. The two engines both had a rest at the next station. Edward told James about how Gordon had got stuck on the hill and how he had to push him up. James laughed so much that he got hiccoughs and surprised an old lady in a black bonnet. She dropped all of her parcels and 3 porters had to pick them all up. James was quiet in the shed that night. He had enjoyed his day, but was a little worried what Sir Topham Hatt would say about his new top hat. The next morning, Sir Topham Hatt spoke severely to James.
If you cannot learn to behave, I shall take away your red coat and have you painted blue.
James did not like this at all. James was very rough with the coaches when he brought them to the platform. Come along, he said rudely. James was cross that morning. Sir Topham had spoken to him, the coaches had dawdled, and worst of all, he had to fetch his own coaches. Golden never does, and he's only painted blue. A splendid red engine like me shouldn't have to fetch his own coaches. To make him even more cross, he had to take them to another platform where no one came to look at him. I'll show them. They think Gordon's the only engine who can pull coaches. I'll show them. Hurry up, hurry.
You're going too fast.
James just laughed and tried to go faster, but the coaches wouldn't let him.
We're going to stop.
And sure enough, James found himself going slower and slower until he came to a stop. What's the matter? The brakes are hard on, leak in the pipe most likely. You've banged the coaches enough to make a leak in anything. They checked all the brake pipes along the train. At last, they found where rough treatment had made a joint work loose. How shall we mend it? We'll use some newspaper and a leather bootlace. Well, where's the bootlace coming from? We haven't one. Ask the passengers. So the guard made everybody get out of the train. Does anybody have a leather bootlace? They all said no except for a smartly dressed man in a bowler hat who tried to hide his feet. I see you have a leather bootlace, sir. Please give it to me. I won't. I just bought these boots yesterday. But the passengers all argued and told him what a bad man he was, so he finally gave up his laces. They tied a pad of newspapers tightly around the hole, and James was able to pull the train. But he was a sadder, wiser James who took care never to bump coaches again. James did not see Sir Topham Hatt for several days. He was left in the shed and was not even allowed to go out and push coaches in the yard. Oh dear, he thought. I'll never be allowed out anymore, and no one will ever see my splendid red coat again. Just then, Sir Topham Hatt arrived.
I see you are sorry, James. I hope now you will be a better engine. People are laughing at my railway, and I do not like that at all.
I am very sorry, sir. I will try to behave.
That's a good engine. Now, there are some trucks for you to pull in the yard.
So James puffed happily away.
Here are your trucks, James. Have you got some bootlaces ready?
Oh, we want a proper engine. Not a red monster.
James took no notice of the trucks, and as soon as the guard was ready, he set off. Come along, come along, come along.
We won't.
The trucks tried hard to make him give up, but James still kept on. Sometimes their brakes would slip on or their axles would run hot, and each time they had to stop and put the trouble right. But each time James would start up again, determined not to be beat.
Give up. You can't pull us. You can't. You give up.
I can and I will. I can and I will. At last, they saw Gordon's hill. Look out for trouble, James. We'll go fast and get them up before they know it. So James went faster, and soon they were halfway up the hill. Will the top ever come? Then suddenly it all came easier. I've done it. No, we haven't. Look! We've left our tail behind. Luckily, the guard had skillfully stopped the brake van. That's why it was easy, thought James. Meanwhile, the guard had stopped Edward, who was pulling some coaches. Shall I help you up, James? No, thank you, Edward. I'll pull them myself. Good, don't let them beat you. Oh dear, what will Sir Topham Hatt say? But Sir Topham Hatt was smiling.
I was in Edward's train and saw everything. You made the most troublesome trucks on the line behave. After that, you deserve to keep your red coat.
James simply beamed. Even though James now felt really useful, not all the other engines thought the same.
Imagine an engine needing bootlaces. It's just undignified. Don't you agree, Henry?
Well, I suppose. But at least I didn't get bricked up in a tunnel or stuck on a hill.
You talk too much, little James. A fine, strong engine like me has something to talk about. I'm the only engine who can pull the express. When I'm not there, they need 2 engines. Think of that. I've pulled expresses for years and never once lost my way. I seem to know the right lines by instinct.
Every wise engine knows that signalmen change the track switches so that engines run on the right lines, but Gordon was so proud he had forgotten. Wake up, James, he said next morning. It's nearly time for my express.
What are you doing? Odd jobs? Oh well, we all have to begin somewhere, don't we? Run along and fetch my coaches now, and don't be late.
James was careful not to bump the coaches, and they ran smoothly into the station. I wish I was going with you. I should love to pull the express and go flying along the line. James left them at the station and went back to the yard. Just then, Gordon backed down to pull the train.
Look at me now, little James. Goodbye, little James. See you tomorrow.
James watched the train disappear around the curve. Then he went to fetch some coaches for another train. He had just been uncoupled when he heard a peculiar sound. And there was Gordon trying to sidle into the station without being noticed. Hello, Gordon. Is it tomorrow? Gordon didn't answer. Did you lose your way, Gordon?
No, it was lost for me. I was switched off the main line onto the loop. I had to go all round and back again.
Perhaps it was instinct. We want our money back, shouted the passengers.
Don't worry, everyone. We'll have a new train at once. Gordon can't pull it. Will you do it for us, James?
I'll try, sir.
Do your best, James. Well done, James. Would you like to pull the express sometimes?
Oh, yes, please, sir. The next day, James saw Gordon shunting some trucks.
I like some quiet work for a change. I'm teaching these trucks manners. I hear you did well with those coaches yesterday. Good, we'll show them.
James and Gordon are now good friends. James sometimes takes the express to give Gordon a rest. Gordon never talks about bootlaces, and they are both quite agreed on the subject of trucks.
Take a look who's coming down the track. Make way for James, hooray for James. A shiny paint with a jet black stack. Make way for James, hooray for James. What is for certain and we really should note, it's indisputable, let's take over. He's the really splendid engine with a bright red coat. James, he can brag all day how fast he goes, how good he looks, he's such a pose. But what about the time he got covered in mud? Oh, what a dope, what a dud. But up and down the line you'll hear the others say, despite his vanity, he really is okay. Dependable, reliable, and seldom late. We all think James is great. Speeding down the line like a lightning flash. Make way for James, hooray for James. Hang on to your hat as he whooshes past. Make way for James, hooray for James. He really knows how to stage a show. You better stand back and watch him go. He's the really splendid engine with a bright red coat. Take it swanning it down the track. Make way for James, hooray for James. He never looks up, he never looks back. Make way for James, hooray for James. Attack conceited and